Typically when I'm at home, I do use a sliding board. Transferring in and out of a bed is a little bit more difficult than a mat, simply because there's not the stability that a mat provides. So I will go ahead and do this. It's not pretty without a sliding board, but first of all, I'm just going to slide over as much as I can.
She uses the lift, and as she lifted, she slightly turned her head, and that helped bring her hips to the right. Did you also push with this arm?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And then everything is head and butt. So head down, butt up.
You notice how it's a lift and then a shift. And look at the position of her right hand. Do you ever let your fingers go out like that?
Nope, they won't go that way.
Now they won't. A newly injured person, the hand could go out.
Some people prefer them that way. I've just always preferred to keep mine a little bit tighter.
Okay. Look at that balance. Do you have any core control at all?
Nope.
Okay. So if I were to push you back, watch her head and her arms. Those balance reactions are exquisite. Go to the side. Coming forward. Ooh. Now, if you were going to lean back, how would you catch yourself? Arms are in full extension, externally rotated. That locks the elbows in. This is all compensatory movement. Okay. Do you think that Jenny's gymnast background has impacted her ability to balance now? Yeah, absolutely. Those wirings are already connected in her brain, and she uses them exquisitely. Should Paul have better balance than Jenny because he's a lower level injury? I'll let you guys determine who has the better balance.
All right, to get my legs up, I like to kind of keep some balance over here. I'm going to use wrist extension underneath my knee and my bicep. And I have long legs.
The video you saw yesterday, the people were always pulling their leg across their body. I said some individuals use a different technique. You just saw Jenny use that alternate technique. Okay. The video yesterday said you always try and get leverage down low on the leg. And that's exactly what Jenny was doing when she was trying to control the lower part of the leg. When she's trying to control the upper part, she goes behind the knee. So she's always using leverage to her advantage.
It's all physics.
Yeah, correct. Okay. How is your balance in long sitting? Don't let me move you. I'm going to hold on completely. When we do rhythmic stabilization, where I'm challenging the core, there's nothing there. Okay. But if I do perturbations, Jenny anticipates, and she's reacting, and her reaction is just like that. Was it that good immediately after your injury?
Pretty quickly.
Okay. And that's her background. And the therapist got lucky. You may have looked good.
I got lucky. Yeah.
Do you ever, when you're getting dressed in the morning, what position are you in? Are you long sitting, short sitting?
I'm like this, and if I'm putting pants on, I will pull my leg up and get my leg through my pant in this position. I do not like going forward. I prefer to keep my lower back tight, so that way when I'm in my chair, if I hit something, cracks, whatever, I'm not going to completely pancake forward. To me, it's the most terrifying feeling in the world, going forward. So.
How do you get dressed in the morning, Paul?
Lay back.
Oh.
I'll put my pants on, this one, on the leg this side, pull them up, and then pull them up the rest of the way, by going back and forth to pull up.
See the advantage of grip? So Paul doesn't have to worry about balancing. Jenny has to balance while she's dressing. Okay. Can you go ahead and lay down?
Yep. Straighten up first.
You saw that method for coming up to sitting. How do you know where your legs are in space?
I don't.
Okay. Can you roll onto your... Okay, now this time pick your head up some. Up. Oh, did you almost come that time?
Yeah.
Reach, 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 reach.
I'm cheating by using his arm.
Yes. Now, do you ever have to roll like that in bed yourself?
No.
What do you do?
I will use my chair to sit up. So it's just bicep. That's all I've got to sit up
Now,
with.
if you were... Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
If you were going to roll over into your belly, how would you do it?
Well, I learned this trick here. Well, yeah, so I would do that. But I would just not, I wouldn't turn from flat my back. I would just use upper body to make it over. And are my feet okay?
Yes. Is this a good exercise position for the newly injured?
Yes.
Prone on elbows really does drive all kinds of strength in the shoulder girdle, which the person's going to need.
And you can see how tight my hips are.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Come on, hand forward there. Okay. All right, go ahead and take a deep breath. Pressing up across this area. And out. And out. Can you see how that's retracting? Deep breath in. And out. That's the lack of intercostals. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. Once you took a deep breath in and held it, the diaphragm relaxed. It was no longer pulling on the rib cage. And as a result, the diaphragm dropped, the rib cage could expand again. That's called an air shift. And some individuals, particularly athletes who don't have intercostals, can use that air shift to get more air in. They'll take a breath, hold it, take another breath, and then breathe out. With lack of abdominals, you lose vital capacity, you lose the resting position of the diaphragm, and that causes a loss of vital capacity. You lose the ability to cough. Your respiratory rate stays the same. If I was going to assist Jenny to cough, I would position my hand below the xiphoid process, above the belly button. Jenny would take a deep breath. I will not push and cough. When she coughed, I would push down and up. But that method works very well for an individual who doesn't have abdominals. And it's a manually assisted cough. Okay.